If you've got the smallest interest in infusion-based herbal medicine or making tea or coffee or yerba mate or guayusa or anything, then this video is for you. I'm going to do an experiment today. Equipment is 2 identical cups, 1 digital thermometer which uses infrared so you can measure the temperature of things. Okay. By light. A tea which tells you at the back what particular temperature it should be cooked up at and for how long. Okay. And 1 kettle which has a temperature control on it so it can boil to whichever temperature you require. And I'm going to investigate how much of a drop in temperature happens if you don't heat the cup. The temperature that this tea says it should be cooked up at is 80 degrees Celsius, which means therefore that if I was to heat the water up to the temperature of 80 degrees in the kettle, you would have thought you'd be making tea at 80 degrees. We'll just have to see how much it drops by if you put the water into a cold cup, as opposed to if you put the water into a hot cup. Just heating the water now, as you can see. Got the temperature set to 80 degrees Celsius. We're just at 70. Almost there. It's boiling water, watching water boil. So I just put the water in, check the temperature, and it's already saying 70 degrees Celsius despite the fact that I'd heated the water up to 80 degrees Celsius. Okay, so if I have to make my tea at the optimum temperature of 80 degrees Celsius, would this actually do it? I don't think so. Okay. So what I could do is pour this water away, now the glass is being heated, and put in some hot water and to see whether there's going to be a massive drop in temperature or not. Taking into account if you change the temperature, you change the rate of reactions. We got 74, 73, so essentially it's already hotter. So what I should have done maybe is to heat the water up to 90 degrees Celsius, then heat the cup. Okay. Then allow it to, pour the water out. Sorry, it's first thing in the morning, I'm not very awake, okay. Pour the water out. Put in more hot water at the higher temperature into the cup, then wait for it to cool down to about 80 degrees Celsius. Then put my tea from my infuser in, and then set my timer going for how long I want the tea to be steeped for in order to make sure the temperature, the starting temperature of the infusion is correct. Then I could use this cup as the teapot to infuse the tea, and then use this funnel. Whoops, there we go. Shove that in there and pour the tea in there. So use that as the teapot, that as the teacup. This one will be cooler, thereby taking some of the temperature off the water, making it easier to drink. That's my hypothetical standpoint at the moment. Okay, so have I got enough water in here? Yeah, I've got enough good quality filtered water in there. Let's heat this up to 90 degrees. Okay, temperature check. It should already be a relatively hot cup. So we've got 82 degrees, 81. That's as close as damn it. Okay, so now I can put my tea in. Right, so this is the closest I'm probably going to be able to get to a perfectly accurate temperature. Start my stopwatch, and this one's supposed to be infused for 2 minutes. So I'll speak to you again in about 2 minutes, when I can then demonstrate my method of using one cup as a teapot and the other cup as a teacup. Now, the whole purpose of this is, you know, I watch all these videos about women who make their tea, or men who make their tea, let the kettle sit to allow the water temperature to go down prior to pouring the water into their cold teapot. Alright, and they think they're going to get a nice cup of tea as a result of it. Maybe it'll be quite nice, maybe it'll be quite, you know, enjoyable, but it won't be being cooked up at the right temperature or infused at the right temperature for that one particular tea, because you're pouring the water into a cold vessel, because that drops the temperature quite dramatically. So why are they doing that? Why are they doing that? Because they don't know what they're bloody well talking about, and they're trying to make the whole process of making tea seem really rather easy, so that anyone who's got like no brain whatsoever can just like put stuff together and it'll be dead easy. No. Whatever is your brewing vessel, in my humble opinion, should actually be heated to make sure that the water at the, you know, the starting temperature of the water when you start your infusion is just right for you to be able to get the perfect extraction of all the nutrients. If you go online, you'll see that there's some websites which even suggest that for a chemical reaction, if there's a rise in temperature of 10 degrees, then that can double the rate of chemical reaction. Alright, when you're dealing with fluids. So we got 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 6, 7, 58. That's as close as we can get it. Okay, take the top off. Whoops, shove the top over there. Alright. The tea is now out of the water. I've now had a near perfect steep time for this beverage. I've had the near perfect temperature, so it should be much more pleasing to drink. Glasses such as this, I got 3 of them for 99p at the 99p stores. The canning funnel came as part of my canning kit. There we go. So guys and girls, this is how you make tea properly. Alright, so don't follow the instructions of all those people out there who make it seem really, really easy to make your tea. Right, so now hypothetically, the water would have had some temperature maintenance in this vessel here, and in transferring it over, but there would have been some decline because you're waiting for 2 minutes. Okay, so the temperature would have gone down a little. You then put the tea into a cold drinking vessel, or a colder drinking vessel. That should help to lower the temperature more. So we'll see whether we've got a drinkable temperature here. 61 degrees. So it's still going to be a bit hot on the lips. Ooh, there we go, 58. But it's almost ready to go straight into your mouth without having to add much in the way of cold water. It feels, well, it feels hot, but it doesn't feel, hey, you know, scorching hot. And so give that another minute or two to get to the just right temperature, and I will have probably the perfect cup of Bansha Hujisha, and if that's the incorrect pronunciation, tough. Good morning, everybody. This is one of the ways in which you make mornings much more pleasant and pleasing.